In this video we're going to review our monthly album releases that we've been doing, just reviewing the process. We've been doing it for over half a year now. First of all, how do I feel about doing this monthly, releasing monthly? I feel pretty fucking good about it. I have been super productive. Granted, I had a little bit of a head start before I started this challenge of releasing albums monthly, because last year I released 5 albums last year, and there were a couple of months in between each album, and because of that I was able to build up a catalog of albums that I had in the tank, and that allowed me to kind of stay ahead of everything. Granted, the pace I'm writing at now is way quicker than what it used to be, because I'm in the habit of writing so frequently now that it literally is only taking me a week or a week and a half to 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks to actually take an album from concept to completion. Granted, that doesn't include the mixing and mastering process, but I usually don't include that as part of that process, so it's a separate thing for me. But yeah, I feel really good about everything right now. Initially, one of the challenges was that I wasn't always working in ideal environments. I was working in, sometimes I wouldn't be able to be in the studio, sometimes I had to go out of town or whatever it was. However, despite the environmental circumstances, I was able to get these albums done. Another challenge is sometimes I just don't feel like doing it, so just getting over that initial feeling of, oh, do I want to? Out of all honesty, granted, if you're passionate about your music, if you feel it is your thing, producing music, it should actually give you energy. At least that's the way I look at it. So granted, it does give me energy, but it is sometimes it was definitely tiring, because I would go from one project to the next and it was just like, maybe tiring isn't the right descriptor there, maybe daunting is more like it, because currently I have 5 albums in the tank, 4 or 5 albums in the tank, and I have like ideas for the next 6 or 7 albums, maybe 8 albums. So, and I actually have all the song titles and all the themes of the songs. Granted, the lyrics aren't written for all those upcoming albums, but it is a little daunting, because sometimes you look at the amount of work you have to do. It's just like, sometimes it can be a little daunting, and sometimes you don't necessarily feel like writing and stuff. But I think out of those couple of challenges, I think found a way through them, because every time I finish writing an album, I make sure I celebrate a little bit, like have a couple of nice drinks, or go hang with friends or whatever it is, and just like celebrate a little bit. And then of course when the album actually releases, I celebrate a little bit as well. Nothing too extravagant, just little celebrations, just to break up the amount of work. Just break it up so that it's not just production all the time. Like I think that if I was to give any advice, if somebody was to do something like this, make sure you celebrate. I think that's really important, because you end up if you don't do that, you'll end up in a situation where it just becomes too much work rather than things that should be celebrated and stuff like that. And I think doing the celebrations really breaks it up and gives you a reason to continue, and just to keep going and stuff, because then it's not always work, and there's fun moments there too. So is there anything I would change with any of this? The one thing I've noticed with the process that I have is I find that if I do the skeletons of the songs first, and then when I'm ready to come back into the studio, and then I have all those skeletons, and it makes it a lot easier to write an album when I have all those skeletons written, because then it's like, okay, the skeleton is there, now it's just about fleshing out all the ideas and stuff. So I don't know if there's anything I would change. I think I would continue to this process, starting with skeletons and then coming into the studio, or even writing the skeletons in studio, and then when I'm ready to, when the skeletons are done, I can kick into fleshing things out, and it just makes it a lot easier. As far as moving forward, I'm going to continue doing this at least until the end of the year. I mean, I plan on doing it next year as well, but we'll see how I feel at the end of the year. It is a lot of work, but I think it's paying off. I feel good about it. I feel good about reaching my goals in this fashion, musical creativity goals. The other side of the coin too is that I have to do the artwork for all the albums and stuff, and I'm finding that it's actually helped me get better at doing the artwork for the albums, because I'm doing the artwork more often now. I might change some things as far as the promotional side goes, but I think everything else moving forward, I think I'm gonna pretty much keep everything the same, at least until the end of the year, and then I'll review again at the end of the year and then see what I want to do. But I'm pretty sure I want to continue at least till the end of next year. That's it for this video. If you feel it has value, please give it a like. If you're trying to convince your music buds that you want them to write more frequently, or give them an idea of what it looks like to write more frequently, definitely share this video. If you have any comments or questions about this process of writing monthly albums, or if you have any questions or comments even about motivation and staying motivated in this kind of a goal of writing monthly, writing and releasing monthly, leave them in the comment section. I'll definitely get to them as best as I can. If you like what's on this channel, hit that subscribe button to be notified when the next video comes out. So see you in the next video. Fuck.